Hi, Gary here from MrG Shave, back for another Wednesday straight shave. Had a good weekend in Wales, well, Sunday in Wales, celebrating my uncle's 30th birthday. 80th. Where did I come with 30th from? I don't know, my brain must be all over the place today. Yeah, what am I using today? It's shave number 90, I believe, so I'm only 10 off supposedly becoming an expert or proficient in the art of straight shaving. Not an expert, but you know. So it's number 90. The brush that I'm going to use today is the Yaqi. This is the Yaqi Cavern. So that's it there. Really, really nice brush. 24mm. Great brush. All the Yaqi brushes are great. I can't say I've got a favourite really out of the Yaqis. Possibly the Evil Zebra, maybe. Certainly for the dome, it's the Beetlejuice, the 28mm Beetlejuice or Bear brush. So that's the brush. The bowl today is a Giles Shaving Co. lathering bowl or shaving bowl. And he's got his stamp on the back. Let's do it that way. Should be able to see that. Yeah, so great bowl this. And then the razor was this shave is inspired by Johan from Shave&Butcher. So if you look up Shave&Butcher and look at his channel, he's just recently done a video about this razor. I've got a different one. Mine's metal. He's got acrylic scales, I believe, on his. But this is the original Weck Sextoblade. I believe, I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, I believe these were issued to the US military at some point in history, maybe in the Vietnam War or something like that, I don't know. But really, really great looking razor, and very, very easy to use, even though it looks horrific. Believe me, this is a really good shavette to start with if you can get your hands on one. I mean, the one I'd really recommend is the Focus Slim Aluminium, or AL. There are others, there's the Irvin razor, but I mean, just have a look online. What you're trying to find is the ones where the corners are covered. The corners aren't covered on this razor. So you have to be careful. But as Johan said in his video, once you learn how to use one of these, you will find a straight razor really easy. And that's his favourite razor, the Shavette, Weck Shavette, because it requires no real maintenance. With a straight razor, while it's more forgiving than a shavette, you need to buy a strop, you need to have it honed, and so on and so forth. Whereas once you've used this blade enough, you can still strop this if you want, and you know, lengthen the life of the blade. I've just stropped this for the first time, but you know, you just replace the blade once it's dull. So that's the advantage. So that's all the hardware. I'm going to get myself ready for the shave, and I'll be right back. Right, I'm back. All ready for the shave. Let's start wetting the subject matter down, shall we? So how's your week been so far? We've got a bit of snow today, not a lot here in the Midlands. I live in Solihull, so near Birmingham Airport. But yeah, we've had a little bit of snow, but nothing that compares to what Scotland's had. I don't think it's even settling, to be quite honest. Even though we have what's called here in the UK a yellow weather warning, so it's just sort of a heads up warning. You know, you might find it difficult to drive, or because we are not prepared for snow as other countries are. I'm sure Scotland's got far better preparation than we have here in the Midlands. So yeah, it's been snowing pretty much all, well, since about 10, 11 o'clock this morning, and it's now about 2 o'clock in the afternoon, so I'm late doing this video. So again, this video might go up a bit late. It all depends on how fast YouTube processes it. But yeah, so the pre-shave is Aromabar, as I always use for my straight shaves, and the soap is Seaside Soap and Skincare Pine, Vetiver and Patchouli. So that's it there. Great soap this. Not my favourite scent. I mean, it's one of my favourites, but it's not the favourite. I think that's the lemongrass one, the one with lemongrass in it. That's stunning. I've put quite a lot of water in here. I've lost count how many sprays. I think it was probably about 16 sprays of water's gone in this. And the lather's still a little bit bubbly, but put plenty of soap in there. The lather is, it will be fine. It's super slick, this stuff, but it's got a nice sheen to it. So you know, I had to use 16 sprays to get it to that sheen though, which is no problem. Oh. And the scent off this, wow, really nice. A good 5 out of 10. 4, 5 out of 10, something like that. Very, very nice. Oh. So yeah, we had a good weekend in Wales, celebrating my uncle's 80th birthday. There's 11 years between my mother and her brother. So my mother's 91 and obviously my uncle's 80. So, but it, you know, it was a great experience. We gave him some Penderyn whiskey, a special Penderyn whiskey. It's about 55 pounds a bottle, something like that. Comes in a gold bottle. I forget which one it is, but if you go looking for it, it's in a gold bottle, and it's a special one. And it's a whiskey that's made in Wales. And he used to work for a company called Whitbread, which is a brewery or a pub chain in this country. And he was one of the people that set up the Penderyn, or helped to start up the Penderyn distillery. So that's why we got him that one. It's a lovely whiskey though. Right, here we go. Putting the spine down, bring the blade flat to the face, and then just bring the spine out. Wow. This is my favourite shavette by far. I've got a few that are similar, and they would sort of rank next closest. But I like the weight of this one, because this one is, I believe, Johan from Shave&Butcher was saying his is quite lightweight. This one's it's got a bit more heft because it's metal. It's an all metal construction. And this is the only Weck I've got. I didn't realise that there are different versions of this, so I will have to go and look for some more Wecks and maybe purchase 1 or 2 more. I believe Johan said he got 4. But this is just an absolutely stunning razor. Spine down, blade down, and bring the blade out slightly. Wow. As I say, it looks really intimidating, but it's not. It really isn't. Fantastic. Let's get a bit more water on the subject. But yeah, I was watching his video last night and I just thought, you know what, I'll use the Weck. I think I've used it fairly recently anyway. I know I've been using a lot of shavettes lately, but I enjoy using them. I love using the straight razors. It's the maintenance afterwards that's a bit of a pain. But I mean, sometimes that's therapeutic when you're stropping it and stuff. So that's the nice thing with the shavette. You don't really have the same, anywhere near the same level of maintenance with something like this. You can even drop this in the bowl of water or in your sink. Not that I'd recommend it. So I'm going across the grain on this side is straight up. Slightly shallower angle when you're going up vertically up. The first angle with the grain pass is slightly steeper in that it's about 2 widths of the spine. When you're going up or across, I would go slightly shallower than that. So it works for me. So and Johan says the same thing. And there's another guy, Matty Lindholm. If you look him up on YouTube, he does some great shaves with straight razors. He's a master, as is Johan. So smooth. I can definitely tell the difference now I've stropped it. I was very careful when I stropped it. But it feels a lot smoother. Because I don't know how many times I've used this blade. Fantastic. And you don't apply any pressure with these, just let the edge do the work. It's all about technique. But you shouldn't be frightened, I mean, of straight razor shaving. It really isn't as bad as it looks. I shouldn't say this, I know, but I haven't cut myself yet. I've cut myself with DEs more than I've cut myself with this razor. This is such a slick soap. Really great quality, and the scents that they produce are really quite different to anything else that I've seen out there. Really interesting scent combinations. Oh, excuse my phone. So here we go, against the grain. alum. Feels fantastic. So how many of you use a straight razor or a shavette, and what's your preference? You see, those of you that are watching this that don't use a straight shaver, you do realise this is the beginning of the itch that you're going to have to scratch at some point. It's exactly how I started. I started watching Matty Lindholm, Frank Stromberg and Johan from Shave&Butcher, and that's how my itch started. Perfect. So that's the against the grain pass. BBS on the face, usual spots there and usual spot there. So feels fantastic. And the thing with this particular shavette, and I'm pretty certain it's the same with any other shavette, you can get a closer shave with these than you can with a straight razor. Although you'd be hard pushed to tell the difference by the time I've done my pickup pass, or what I lovingly call my fourth pass. I enjoy the fourth pass as much as the first, and the second, and the third. So here we go, pickup pass. And I know I'm going to need alum. What a shave. I've run out of space on my cloth, so I'm just going to rinse that off a second. Oh, I'm really enjoying this. I enjoy every shave, if I'm honest. They all feel great. There's nothing quite like having a shave like a traditional shave, where you're spending time on yourself. You know what I mean? It just feels great. But see, that's DFS. There's just a slight hint of Velcro there. More alum. The alum is great stuff because it helps you grip your skin when you've got an ultra slick soap like this. Yeah, I've just got to do my usual thing. I've got the little razor ready here that I use. just to pick up around there. A lot of people say that's cheating, but I just cannot get an angle. BBS. Perfect. Right, I'm going to do my usual thing. I'm going to clean up and I'll be right back. Right, I'm back. All cleaned up. Post-shave feel is fantastic. We're using this soap. Absolutely fantastic. You really don't need to use a balm with this because your face is super moisturized. You know, I think, what soap did I use last, whatever the last Saturday, whatever I used then, and I said, I think it was Razor Rock Stallion, or I called it Stallone all the way through the video. Can't believe I called it Stallone. And as Sig Solo left a comment saying, yeah, it drew first blood. Oh, hilarious. But yeah, I don't know why I called it Stallone, not Stallion. Sort of mental fart, let's put it that way. Yeah, cold rinse time. Oh. But this Seaside soap and skincare is really, really top quality soap. Great scents. I'm going to use alum. I don't think I need it, but I'm just checking. No feedback. A little bit there on the corner. A little bit on the neck. Just here. A little bit in that corner there. But nothing above 1 out of 10. Literally just a tingle. So I didn't think I needed it, but I just wanted to see if I got any feedback because I stropped it. I've never stropped a blade like that before. So, and that Johan was talking about stropping it and extending the life of the blade, and he says he gets about 20 shaves out of his blades. Well, I only get about 14, so if I can strop it and extend them to 20 shaves, that makes the blade even more budget friendly. I mean, they're not cheap blades, don't get me wrong, but because they do far more shaves and remain sharper for much longer, you know, they are actually, when you work it out, they are actually, if you do a cost per shave, that's pretty good. It's not bad at all. So here we go. What am I using next? I am using my trusty Boots Tea Tree and Witch Hazel. Oh, that feels great. Slight tingle, no more than that. Feels fantastic. I love this stuff, absolutely love this stuff. This was one of the best finds I made. It really was. I don't know if somebody mentioned it and I'd watched a video or whether I just found it on my own. I don't know, I can't remember. I've been using it for so long and it is super stuff. Now this is Marks and Spencer's, St. Michael's if you like. What is it? Original Woodspice Gentleman. Now you can't get this in Marks and Spencer's anymore. I've been in, I've looked and looked and looked, and they've stopped doing. I mean, their men's section for shaving products is almost non-existent. It's the same sort of selection you get in a basic chemist shop. It's really not great. Aftershaves, they've got the expensive ones, you know, the Calvin Kleins, the Davidoff and all of that, but they haven't got their own brand anymore. So very disappointing Marks and Spencer's, because this aftershave is fantastic. Oh. And then I'm finishing off with Nivea Sensitive. This bottle might actually be empty, but we'll see. Oh, there's enough there. That is empty now though. So just put that much in my hand. Too much, but that's the last of it. Oh. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the end of today's shave. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you for all the new subscribers and those that have stuck with me. And I'm sorry to see you go, those that have left the channel. I wish you well in your shaving channel hobby watching, or I messed that up, in your hobby of shaving. But yeah, fantastic. So I will be back now on Saturday for a head and face shave. So that's the format now. Everybody seemed to think it was a good idea that I just did, you know, today's shave and Saturday's shave. So that's the way it's going to be from now on. Every Wednesday, every Saturday, there will be a shave. Okay, I'll see you then. Bye now.